Hello everyone, my name is PauLInstaMyooin and we're back for Pokemon Y Shiny Hunting episode 256 Lap... wait, no, 255, sorry. 255 Lapras. If you watched last episode, why didn't you? And this episode's topic is by me. It is about Pokemon, so, aside to if you don't really want to hear about, other than the shiny Pokemon, but you already know by now I don't really talk about shiny Pokemon all that much during these videos, even though the main thing about it is, the shiny hunt, but it's just not me, so you can choose to mute or not, but I'll give you even a chance right now. Alright, well, you had your chance, so anyway, I'm going to say it. So it's by me, if I didn't already say that. And it is, what is your dream team of Pokemon you selected because of research or personal feelings towards them? For me, I used to use this so-called dream team for only just all the time when I played just Pokemon in general. Like if I was able to have them cheated in, like on a ROM or something like that. And also when I used to play Pixelmon and I used to play on a server, then I would always hunt for those. But I don't do that anymore, of course, because I try every single Pokemon I haven't tried before, and even when I do eventually have tried every single Pokemon, then I will just eventually try them over again. But anyway, so this is pretty much the team I thought was like the ultimate team in Generation 5 and under, because I remember it was like Pixelmon back then when it only had up to Generation 5 Pokemon. Then I just, looked up those ones, but pretty much this is the dream team. So I'll save the craziest, most overpowered one for last, that I think, in my opinion, is. But anyway, start off with, well, actually, I'll go from Generation. Alright, so let's start with the Generation 1 ones. So I will start off with Tentacruel. And you're probably thinking, what's so great about Tentacruel? Well, there's a lot of crazy things good about Tentacruel. So pretty much the main thing is its acid spray. And you're probably thinking, what's so good about acid spray? It's such a low power move. But if you didn't know, acid spray, each time it hits, it lowers the special defense harshly on the opponent each time it hits. And of course it is a special attack, so that makes it even more powerful. And just the fact that you do damage while you lower their stats to a great amount like that is pretty amazing, because the other two moves are, yes, special attacks. For Tentacruel being if there's like, well, on that dream team there's not anyone to lower the evasiveness, so it would be like pretty risky to do it. But I remember having Hydro Pump, because I remember just depending on the Life Orb wide lens strategy. But now that I think about it, I'm just going to be using the Focus Sashes, so I think the next best one for that would be Brine. I'm pretty sure the next best attack, which is still a pretty good move. It's a special attack, and it actually has a pretty good ability, which if the opponent's health is at half or less, the move Brine will do double its power, since it's already, I think, 65 power. That means it would be 130. If not 65, it's like at least 60 power. So that's pretty crazy, because if you already got the special defense drops, then you can just blast them with that, and yeah, it'd be crazy. But then the other move would be definitely Sludge Wave, because 90 power, 100 accuracy, poison type move. It's just a crazy move to have, because I think it has a 30% chance to poison as well, if I remember. I don't know, maybe a 10%, but either way, it's a crazy move. And then the final move is Ring Out, and this is especially good if you know the opponent is like a real tank, and it's a normal type move, so of course it's not going to be effective against a super big amount of stuff. But if it's normally effective against that opponent and they have full health, then pretty much go for that first, because that'll do a good chunk of damage, even though it's a physical type move, and I'm pretty sure Tentacruel is a better special attacker, but yeah, so. And then, of course, the held item you would want to have on it, just like all the Pokemon, pretty much for me, is the Focus Sash. And then the ability, more importantly, is the ability Clear Body. And this ability is amazing. Not that many Pokemon have it, and the ones that do are mainly known as Metagross, and actually some other ones that have an ability close to Clear Body that's like similar, like White Smoke. That is, I think, um, is only able to be on Torkoal, which is crazy because the ability, if you don't know what it doesn't allow your stats to be lowered at all. Your stats can't be lowered, so that's a major advantage, because if your stats can't get lowered, then they'll just have to depend on like what power they got. They can't make you any weaker unless they put like a status condition on you, but that's pretty much it when it comes to Tentacruel. So that's one of my dream team members, the way that I was thinking back then. And just in general, that'll probably be the move set that I will be rocking on a Tentacool or Tentacruel as well. So yeah, but anyway, on to the next generation one Pokemon, which is, oh well, I guess I can't save the best for last if it's gonna be in order. So I guess I'll go for it. So this isn't the best one in my opinion of that team, but it is a Pinsir, and Pinsir is pretty amazing. First of all, the ability, well, its held item, of course, Focus Sash, but its ability, first off, would definitely be Hyper Cutter. Just so that means that its attack can't be lowered. So that's pretty awesome. But also, now we'll go on to the moves. Oh yeah, by the way, Tentacruel, he learns all these moves by leveling up. I don't use like TMs or anything like that. When it comes to that stuff, I just have it leveled moves by level up. So yeah, but anyway, onto Pinsir's moves. So Pinsir, first off, the main reason why I picked Pinsir is because of the move Sword Stance. And this, if you don't know it, it's a pretty common move for powering up quite a lot. It sharply raises your attack. That means it gets up 2, so if you use that 3 times, then you'll be a +6, and that's the most stats that can be lowered or raised for a stat on a Pokemon in battle. So yeah, pretty helpful, because even just using one of those will make Pinsir a powerhouse, because it already hits really hard, because it has like a really high attack stat. So yeah, pretty crazy. But anyway, the moves I have on him is, first off, X Scissor. It does 80 power, has a high critical hit ratio, and it does 80 damage, 100 accuracy. It's a bug type move. And then next I got Super Power, which it's a last effort move, I would say, because I mean, it lowers your attack, but it also lowers your defense as well. The whole lowering attack thing for Pinsir is really not that bad, because you can just Sword Stance again if you get the chance. But yeah, it's really not that bad at all, honestly. But anyway, then you got then the final move is Thrash. Oh yeah, I didn't even say the power of Super Power. So if you didn't know, it's a fighting type move, 120 power, 100 accuracy, and then its only downside about it is that each time you use it, it lowers your defense and attack by 1 stage. So it's pretty scary if you don't have something to boost that attack back up, because and that defense as well. But Pinsir's already a really frail Pokemon, I'm pretty sure, so it's most likely gonna get one-shotted in most situations. But that's why you got the Focus Sash, so you'll be able to at least get 1 attack off. So yeah, but anyway, then we got Thrash. It is a normal type move, very powerful, 120 power, 100 accuracy. The only thing bad about it is you have to keep attacking with it. Like, it'll keep going in a row until it makes you confused after at least 2 turns, but sometimes you can do it 3 turns in a row. But yeah, so that's pretty much the whole thing on Pinsir. So now on to the one that I personally think is one of the most powerful moves and strategies in the entire game. And you're probably thinking, like, oh my gosh, what is this, like a legendary? Nope, I bet you weren't going to expect this, but it's Clefable. And you're probably thinking, okay, Paul, what's the joke here? Are you for real? How is this thing being the most powerful Pokemon that I possibly know? Well, first of all, with its ability. So its ability, I originally had it just for the whole Life Orb strategy, and it's just a great ability as well. It's called Magic Guard. So pretty much that makes any status effects on it, like burn, poison, um, stuff like leech seed and all that. Any like it's just like it says, Magic Guard. Any of that doesn't do damage to Clefable. So that right away is an amazing ability. And then of course the held item Focus Sash, but this thing's not going to be dying anytime soon because if you can set up on this thing, it is absolutely powerful. Not only are you able to get high defenses, like sky high defenses, Clefable already has really good defense, but when you use this move, it'll pretty much seal the deal. Like you're pretty much going to win the battle, unless they make you switch it out with like Roar or Whirlwind or something like that. But pretty much the main source of Clefable's power is, in fact, the move Cosmic Power. And this, if you don't know what it is a Psychic type status move. It boosts the user's special defense and defense by 1. Now right away, that's decent, but for this specific move that I'm about to say, it is very, very powerful because that's the whole move's like pretty much attack boost. So the move that I'm going to talk about is Stored Power, and what it does, every status, every positive status effect, like how I said, with Cosmic Power can increase the user's special defense and defense by 1. Every one of those is 20 power for each. So right away, even if you use Cosmic Power just once, not only is making your Clefable more defensive, but it also is increasing the power by stored power by 40. So first stored power is originally just 20 power, 100 accuracy Psychic type move. But when you use Cosmic Power at least once, because it's 2 different stats that are being raised on you, it'll be boosted by 40. So now you got a 60 power move right there. And if you keep stacking it up, you can get it all the way to plus 12, plus 6 for defense and plus 6 for special defense. That would mean that you would have a total of, let me just do the math in my head. Let's see. $260 power. So imagine that. I'm pretty sure, I think Clefable is a Psychic type, but I know it's a Fairy type, or maybe it's Psychic, maybe it's normal Fairy. But either way, 260 power is nothing to brush off. That is some serious power, and of course you've got a very defensive Clefable as well. So good luck taking that thing down. But anyway, then its other move, which is absolutely crazy, mainly for online battles, is Moonlight. And if you haven't heard of that, that heals the health of the Pokemon, the user, by its total maximum health by half. So yeah, good luck taking Clefable down. Anyway, this will be the last one we'll check for the episode. I'll talk more about this definitely next episode. But anyway, yeah, so there's still 3 more, and there's still another move on Clefable that I didn't say, which is Moonblast. I'm just going to say it. Fairy type, special attack, 90 power, 100 accuracy, because that's stab already from being a fairy type. But anyway, if you enjoyed the episode, if you'd be so kind to support me by donating to my Patreon, as long as you're not putting yourself in a bad spot by doing so, of course, then feel free to. The link is in the description down below, and I'll be seeing y'all later. I've been your host, PauLInstaMyooin, and goodbye.